lovely friends. It has been so long. Whoops-a-daisy. I didn't mean for it to be so long. It's been about a month since we last had a bit of a chat, which was completely accidental. There was just not really any spare weekends. It was kind of a bit crazy. We had finished up let's have a look. Okay, let's go back to April. April was the last video that I did. It was before Easter. Oh, there we go, at the beginning of April. So the last video we did was at the very, very beginning of April. I uploaded that on the 4th, so it would have aired 4th or 5th, around then. And yeah, it's now we're in May. What is it? It is the 16th of May. So it's been a while. Whoops-a-daisy. We have had Easter in there. I did want to do a tutorial before Easter, but it didn't happen. But there will be one. There will be one in the next few days. You should see it, if not today, depending on how all this uploads later. Yeah, so we had Easter, which was lovely, nice and quiet. We just had all of our immediate family, and it was kind of nice to just have us. So not long after Easter, 2 weeks after Easter, one of my eldest sons, so my eldest boys are twins, they're 20. One of the twins moved into his own place. So that just broke my heart just a little bit because I'm not ready for my children to be all grown up and leaving the nest. But I was very brave. I'm very excited for him because I can remember the excitement of leaving home and being the adult and everything. So I'm excited for him. It was a busy time moving, packing, organising things, making sure he had everything. But yeah, he's in his own place now, and that was exciting. But that was another weekend that was gone. And so because I work 6 days a week, I only have one day that I can film. So when I have things on that day, it just makes it very, very hard. And because we've had Easter, we've had Harry moving out. It was Mason's birthday, the weekend, one of those weekends as well. So he turned 11. That's my youngest. My youngest has just turned 11. So it was birthday celebrations for him as well. So there's another weekend going on. So nothing drastically terrible happened, other than my little baby boy has moved out home. But that's not terrible, that's exciting for him. It's just, you get attached to these kids, don't you? So it's just been very, very busy, but I still have managed to get some stitching in. I still have lots to share with you today. So let's get started. So I will show you my April pages in my book of days. So here is my April pages. They are very full. I have not worked on a huge variety of projects. Oh, well, that's not true. I've only worked on a couple of cross-stitch projects, but I have done quite a bit of sewing as well. So I've got lots of sewing to show you. When I saw you last, I showed you the Dimensions Gold Petite that I've been working on. So I showed you this. This is a little Christmas one called Coffee Shop. I really love it. It's fantastic. It's my very first of the Dimensions kits, and it has snowballed. I am so in love with Dimensions kits now. So I've got a finish for now on this one. I'm still missing quite a few French knots, but I will work on those slowly because, they're French knots and they're not as fun. But this is my finish for now. So all the white French knots are the little snowflakes that are falling down, and there needs to be quite a few more. But yeah, I really, really love this. I'm so happy with it. I learned a few things with this. So when I first started this, I didn't really pay too much attention to the instructions. And so mine is all done in full crosses, whereas in the instructions, it is actually quite a bit of it is done in half crosses. But because it was my first one, it was my learning curve one, I have done all full crosses, and it still worked out lovely. I think anyway. I think it's still lovely. So I will look forward to finishing that completely with all of the French knots and then getting it framed, and I'll be able to have it out for Christmas. And there was quite a bit of leftover floss from that, like quite a bit. There's a substantial amount on those cards. So I'm going to keep these because I have heard that in some of the older kits, you can sometimes run out of the flosses. So if I keep them, I'll have some spares because they're not like DMC thread. They're their own thread type. So that was a finish for now. I was really happy with that one. I'm going to have to move some of this to the side as I go because I've got so much. So yes, so when I had finished that, or actually even before I'd finished that, I had started looking at different dimensions kits online. I have bought so many. I have bought a lot. I have just run with this dimensions kit thing. I will have to maybe do a video separate to show you the kits that I have now, because there's a substantial amount. So if you're interested in seeing what kits I've got, let me know, because I will do a separate video on that. But what I did do is I started, now this particular one I got on a D-Stash site, so it's not a new release as such, it's an older kit. I don't know if it's got the 2005. There you go. It's from 2005. So it was from someone's stash and they were destashing. And the fabric in it had started to get, when I looked at it, the fabric looked like it had some age spots on it. So I decided that I would do this particular kit next just because I wanted to, it was older and I wanted to get it out, stitch it. Well, I wanted to make sure I could wash the fabric, which it turned out okay. I got all the spots out. And I wanted to get it started because it was an older one. And, you know, I just wanted to. So I bought this on a D-Stash site. And it is called Hydrangeas and Shells. And I love hydrangeas. Like, I really love hydrangeas. So, yeah, I really, and I love reading. I love reading. So I thought that this would be a really cute kit to start. And yeah, it's just on 14 count Aida. I'm enjoying stitching on Aida too. To be honest, I find stitching at night time easier to do on Aida because the holes are big and you can go faster. Whereas on linens, if I'm at home, it's all right and I've got my lights and I'm in my little stitchy spot, it's fine. But if I was to stitch in my bedroom or anything like that, I wouldn't be able to do it on anything but Aida. But yeah, this is 14 count Aida. And yeah, it's stitching up really nicely. I've done quite a bit. So let's use that to go behind it. So this is what I've got so far. So nice. So what if I was to go like that? Then you can see. Yeah, so I have done almost half of this. I've done quite a bit of the back stitching as I go. There's still more that needs doing, but I'm trying to keep up with it best I can. And yeah, it's just turning out so lovely. I really, really, really like it. And it was such a deal because it was a D-Stash. It was very cheap. I can't remember, but I was surprised. Because it's an older kit, it's one where you had to sort the threads yourself. So it was, all the threads were sort of put together in a knot, and you unknotted it and you had to sort the threads yourself, which was easier than I thought it would be. Like, I was a little bit overwhelmed at first, but it's actually easier than you think. So there's quite a bit left there, considering I'm already sort of halfway through, and I'm really, really enjoying that so much. Okay, so this particular kit actually led me to another purchase. I normally stitch in hand, which I find really easy, on linen. Stitching in hand on Aida, however, is a whole different story. So Aida is quite a bit thicker and sort of has more, and this has been washed too, so it's quite thick and robust, and I was finding it difficult to stitch that in hand. So I've tried hoops, and I found that my hand kept cramping up when I was using a hoop. I don't know, just however I was holding it. So I needed to come up with a different plan. I don't have the money for a big floor stand or the space for a big floor stand. But what I do have, and I saw this particular stand on a YouTube channel called Cross Stitch with Luda. And I thought, oh, I wonder if they sell them in Australia. And it turned out that they do. So this is the stand I've got. And you actually sit on this bit. So you can use it in whatever chair you're using it on. I use it while I'm sitting in my recliner. My feet are up. And I have this stand here that holds the Aida really, really well. I think I got an 8-inch or a 10-inch hoop. I'm going to link this stand down below. It wasn't too expensive. It's not floor stand prices. It's not a floor stand, but it's also doesn't take up too much room. It would be easy to transport around, and yeah, I really am happy with this stand. What is it called exactly? Klassman and I can't remember what it's called. I'll put the name of it somewhere. I'll put the name of it, but I'll link it down below where I got it from, because this has been really good, like really good. And you can get all different size hoops too, so for smaller projects or bigger projects, but I just find this one works really well. And yeah, so that was a bit of a purchase that I got, and I use that when I'm stitching on this one, which hopefully will be finished next time I see you. Yeah, hopefully it'll be finished next time I see you. So that has been very, very enjoyable. Let me put the threads away so I don't get them lost. And I've only done one other cross stitch thing, which was another new start. So my only other cross stitch was started on Anzac Day, and it was a planned start. I had planned to start it on Anzac Day, but it's Anzac by Long Dog Samplers. I love it. It's so fantastic. Look at it all these awesome little iconic images. I love that it even has the little redback spider. So fantastic. So I have started this one. I've started it on Fox and Rabbit 36 count paper bark, and I'm stitching it with DMC 935, and it's actually nearly a page start on it. There's a lot of pages, so it's going to take me a while, but I really like that colour on the paper bark. I think it's very heritage looking. But yeah, so cute. So these little, I'm assuming they're possums because they're not quite as big as the koala. They could be koalas, but I love that they're sitting on the goanna. It's so cute. These koalas over here. Everywhere you look in this chart, there's something else to look at. So fantastic. I don't know if I'm going to do this part here because I don't actually even know how to say that. It looks like it is something Maori. I don't know. So I'm actually probably going to just put Anzac in this part here. Just do maybe the hearts and Anzac underneath, because that would be, it would make more sense to me. So that is the only other stitching that I did. Yeah, I've kind of been pretty monogamous, which I've enjoyed. I have quite enjoyed. Just, I think I'm just really happy with the couple of projects that I've got going there. Plus, I did a lot of sewing. So what will I start with? Let's start with these. Okay. I happened to make a couple for each of my older boys, but I made them some bowl cozies. Have you ever used bowl cozies? They are fantastic. So particularly the boys are going to eat, I'm assuming, a lot of 2-minute noodles. But having a bowl cozy like this means that you can put your hot food or cold food in it with, like inside the bowl, and it's not going to burn your hands or freeze your hands because you've got this nice quilted cover around it. So these get used a lot in my house, and so Harry's requests when he was moving out was, can I please have some bowl cozies? Can I please have a microwave heat pack? So microwave heat pack was easy, and we've done some bowl cozies, and I made some for Lachlan as well for when he decides to go, just because I had the fabric out. So we've made a Zelda one because, you know, Zelda's very cool, and kind of a tattoo-y type one with some tattoo fabric. So very, very much for the boys. So I made a couple of those, was one of the things that I have made. Now, what else did I make? I made a lot of project bags. So I decided I was going to clean up my sewing room. And in doing so, I actually discarded a lot of scrap fabric that I had. And fabrics that I didn't think I was going to use and things like that. So what I did decide to do was make some project bags. There is another one, but I don't know where it is. I must have a project in it already. But I've just made some very simple. This was with a invisible zip that I'm never going to use as an invisible zip. So I've just put that in there. This one has got all sewing notions on it. I've got a little spool and needle on the zipper. This one was a block that I had made for something that was never going to be made into anything else. So I put it on the front of a project bag. And this one is just using some little 2.5-inch squares. So I made some project bags. So now I can have more projects. So exciting. Yeah, so when I was cleaning up, I sorted through everything, discarded a lot of stuff. And as you know, I love Tilda fabric. Love Tilda fabric. So I have purchased over time a lot of what we call Tilda Club packs. And it's where you get the fabrics and the pattern to make something. And I think it's bi-monthly, every second month you can get it. So somehow I managed to purchase the same kit twice. So I know. This has happened with a few other things that you'll hear about later. There's a few things that I found that I had purchased twice. But they will come in handy later on in the video. But I made this. I made this one. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen it. It is just a little notions pouch. It has a magnetic snap. And then on the inside, it's got some little pockets that you can put things in. I've got some scissors and some all different notions. In here, you have got a little needle book type thing. It's very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. All done in Tilda fabrics. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very, very, very nice. And just, yep, closes up. Very sweet. It didn't take long to make at all. I actually, I started making it at about 9 o'clock at night, one night, because I was cleaning up and I was like, oh, look at this, I've got two. I better start making one right now. And thought, I'll just cut out the fabric. I'll just cut out the pieces and that'll be fine. And then I did that and I thought, oh, I'll just sew a little bit. I'll just sew a little bit. That'll be fine. Well, it was like midnight and I finished it because I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop making it. So I just look at how sweet those little birds are on this. So sweet. So that brings me to all my finishes. All my finishes are done. So that's everything that I have been working on. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. I've also done the video tutorial, which hopefully I will be able to post after this, maybe. In the next few days, you should see it. It's just, I've got a little bit of editing to do. But I have done a video tutorial on how to make these little Tilda rabbits, which are so cute. So that is something else that I have made. And you'll be able to see this video for, I think it was for this one in particular that I did it for, but they're all gorgeous. So keep an eye out for that one. They are so easy. They are so easy to make. If you're going to start on a Tilda doll, you've never made one before, these are the ones that you want to do because they're very, very easy. They don't take up much fabric at all. So you can make it with your scrap bags. Yeah, I really recommend giving it a try. So that tutorial will be up very soon. It's filmed, it's done. I've just got to do a little bit of tweaking with the editing. It's quite dark because we've had a lot of rain. I feel like all of Australia has just been raining and raining and raining, but even here in Queensland, it has just been so wet. It's been so wet. Over the weekend, we were tossing out whether to get sandbags or not. It's just been so wet. So the lighting in the video wasn't great, but I hope you'll forgive me for that. I did want to get that video up for Easter, but it never happened because I just got busy and distracted. I'm really looking forward to the next one because the next one, I think I've decided I want to make the frog. And these are all free patterns. So all you need to do to make these is go and download the patterns from the Tilda's World website. There are so many free patterns there. You need to go and check it out. I am such a big advocate for Tilda because I just love the fabric and I just think the patterns are gorgeous. I have all her books. I may even do another flip through of another of her books. I've got a few book flip throughs. If you want to see what the Tilda books are like, if you were thinking of purchasing one, you can actually have a look at what patterns are inside by going through the videos and decide if that book's for you or not. So yeah, keep an eye out for that video. But otherwise that now, I'm pretty certain is all of the exciting sewing cross-stitch things that I have done. I think that's about wraps me up on things I've done. Plans, future plans. I really want to finish my hydrangeas. Where are we now? So we're about halfway through the month and this is May. I have got, next weekend is actually my daughter's birthday. She's turning 17. So that will be a weekend of celebrations. So we won't probably, I would think, get another video in this month, other than the rabbit one, which you will see, the sew along. So it'll be next month. I'm actually a bit frightened to put a date on it, like 2 weeks or whatever, because I've just been a bit slack with that. It's not that I've been slack. I've just been, family has to come first, really. This is a hobby. This is a very much loved hobby, but it is a hobby. So I have to be careful about, spreading myself out amongst all of my responsibilities before I get to do the fun stuff. So I do have some very exciting news that I wanted to really just, oh, it's just very exciting. I don't know how to put it out. I have hit over 1,000 subscribers on my channel, which is phenomenal. I just can't even fathom that there's over 1,000 people that have decided after watching a video that, oh yeah, I'll save this girl. It's bizarre. It's bizarre because I am not a fantastic videographer, that's for sure. And I kind of just stumbled my way along when I've been making these videos. You've watched me, I guess, just make things and learn as I go and share a couple of things. And I am so grateful that you're here. Really, that's a huge milestone for me. And to honor that milestone, I have got an exciting little package of giveaways. There's going to be quite a few things that you can have the chance to win. So that's exciting. Will I show you? Yes, let's show you. Okay, so let's start with the sewing things first. So you may have heard me mention when I talked about this one that I had bought 2 of the same kit because I really loved it. Well, now one of them is actually going to be a giveaway for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which is now because I hit it. So if you would like to win the Tilda, what do they call it? Stitching notes. The Tilda stitching notes kit, and it's got your pattern in here. It's got all of the fabrics that you need. The only thing that you'll need to purchase is the interfacing for the inside. But if you're a quilter, I mean, you could use scrap batting and not buy anything at all and just be able to make it. But it has got all of your fabrics in here for all the pockets, lining, everything, all in here. So if you want to win this one, this will be, look, it even says last one. It was the last one. That must have been why I bought it. I thought, oh, quick, the last one. So if you want to win this one, I'm going to get you to put the word Tilda in your comments, Tilda, Tilda. And just remember, when you are entering for the chance to win any of these, please don't put words like win, prize, giveaway in your comments, because otherwise I end up with a lot of people who search those words in the comment section. Yeah, they kind of, they spam me a little bit. And I want it to go to a stitcher. I want it to go to someone who loves to sew, loves to stitch. This is fantastic for all of your sewing or cross stitch needs. So to win it, Tilda. Okay, let's do another sewing one. So for the next giveaway, I've got 4 things I'm giving away today to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. So the next ones I'm giving away are, I've got some quilt patterns, and these are both for the 5-inch squares. So if you have some charm squares in your stash, then you will be able to make these quilts. So for the chance to win these patterns, and it's just 2 patterns in the one giveaway, so you would win 2. The keyword will be charm. So if you would like to win the quilt patterns, please use the word charm for your chance to win those ones. And then, and I'm going to post these worldwide. I'm so grateful for all of my subscribers that I just want everyone to have a chance at being able to take advantage of these. So the next 2 are both cross stitch kits, and because I have been on such a big dimensions run, I have got a couple of dimensions kits. So I have got this one here, which is a gold petite dimensions kit. And this one is called Hydrangea Floral. And to win this one, I would like you to use the word petite. Petite, petite. No S, just petite. And it's a nice little one, this one. 4 inches by 8 inches. Very, very, very cute. So if you would like to win that one, the word is petite. Put petite in your comments. And you can enter in one or all of the giveaways. I love seeing how creative that you all get with your comments to try to put all the words inside the comments, which is great. And so the last one that I've got for a giveaway is a big one. And this is another dimensions kit. And this is Bouquet De Rose. Oh, or rose cuttings. You could call it either. Rose cuttings. Let's use the keyword for this one as rose. This is really, really sweet. And they come with everything that you need. It's got your Ada, it's got your thread packs in both of them. So they have everything that you need. They even have the needle included. So this one's a bit bigger. This is going to be 14 by 9 inches. So yeah, if you would like to have a go at winning that one, the keyword will be rose. And so I will draw the winners of those 4 giveaways next video. So it won't be the sew along video, it'll be our next chat video where we sit down and have a chat like this. If you're new here, that's kind of how I work. So I will sit down and have a bit of a run through of everything I've been making, everything that I've been stitching on, and things that I might have purchased. And then in between those videos, there will be other little sort of videos of tutorials, maybe some books look-throughs of patterns, things like that. But yeah, that's kind of what you're here for. That's what I have. On that note, now that we have done the giveaways, and I'm pretty certain I have shown you everything that I want to show you, pretty certain. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to edit this and put it up. Then I'm going to try to finish editing the last of the rabbit sew-alongs. I don't have much to do. This has turned out to be a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. I thought I would have so much more to talk about. But yes, so that will be it for today. If you wanted me to do a video on what patterns I have bought, so obviously I bought a lot because these 2 that are in the giveaway were actually double ups that I had bought. I bought so many that I didn't realize that I'd already purchased those ones. So I've got a lot to show. So if you wanted to see that, I can do a video on just a, what do they call that? Like a kit parade. A kit parade. So let me know. Let me know if you want to see that, if it's something you want to have a look at. But otherwise, enter the giveaways if you would like to. The only thing is you have to be over 18 because I am going to need to be able to ask for your address. So please be over 18. Please don't use the words giveaway, prize, win, that sort of thing. And don't forget your keywords. And have a really great crafty couple of weeks. Do lots of sewing, lots of stitching, and just have lots of fun. And I will see you again next time. Bye.